What's up? I'm RL.
And I'm Jenny.
Jen and I spend a lot of time together.
And also with family and friends.
But also we like communicating and having discussions with the people in our community.
The everyday people.
So join us on Tuesdays
at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
What's up, y'all? Y'all,
the Everyday People Show.
Chop it up. I'm your boy RL, and she's the girl who?
Jenny.
From the block.
We have controversial topics.
I came in on this one.
Let me say this. I'm the type of person. I don't like to speak for God. I think when people say I'm saved, I think you out of pocket. I think China is having product outsourced to other countries to get under the tariffs. Y'all do know that, right?
No, they still gotta bring it. Listen, they still gotta bring it to the border.
Gonna see they women going out buying black afros, but don't dare.
And I see your point. You're trying to say that race of women do not try to look like us. We're the ones trying to look like them.
Well, but that's not true. That's not true. That's not all the way true. That's
right.
Not true. That is
right.
Not
Thank
true.
you, ladies. I've been trying to make that point. Great guests within our own community.
Well, I won't be into that.
Oh, okay.
I cried it out. I threw it up. Cold, spit. I wouldn't care what you call it. Everything in me that didn't belong, he purged it out in Corpus Christi, Texas, before that book was birthed.
I can't remember the number now, but it's in one of my books. I think I had about $10,000 to my name. I don't even know but it's something like that. And I said, oh my God.
I thought about that. So I'm like, what if he would have pulled that trigger when he got to it? You know what I mean? Because I mean, it was point blank range.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. Man,
yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
We work really well as a team. Like in business, the process, don't mix business with pleasure, but I don't know why it works for us. Like,
and lots of fun right there. That trumps a balloon.
And then we got to hold our emotions. We can't even cry. But we love y'all. And guess what?
Nothing y'all can do.
Hey, nothing y'all can do about it. Peace. And welcome back to Overflow, the Everyday People Show, y'all. How y'all doing? I'm your boy R to the L, and she's your girl,
Jenny.
From the block.
Hey, all. How's everybody doing?
You got them lips glossed up today, girl.
Yeah, why not?
See, look at them lips. You got them lips glossy. Yeah.
You got to keep them from getting dry when you talk a lot.
Oh yeah. Well, I ain't gonna put it all on my lip then, because I know I talk a lot too. So and you don't talk a whole lot.
I do. You know I do. I do.
So
and I can.
Yeah. So what's going on?
Oh, this week has been a very spiritual, thoughtful week for me. I've been in thought a lot.
Yeah, what you
about a lot of things, and ironically, our guests that we've been having on are I'm like synced up with it.
Yeah, we've been having some good guests lately, man, and it ain't gonna stop today. It ain't gonna end today, man, because we got another good guest coming on. A former co-host.
Yes.
Very inquisitive young lady, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm looking forward to it because I get her. Like I get who she is. She represents a lot of the good that I'm really high on. You know,
like what?
Just self-betterment, like betterment for others. Like you can't make an impact in this world that's positive if you don't have the things within yourself to be that person. You can't give to people what you don't have. So if you got a lot of good things in you, a lot of things that are helpful that brings about betterment, you can make the world a better place. And that's my whole feel in life. Like it's a lot of negativity out here, just a lot of it.
Yeah, there's a lot of negativity out here.
Right. And we're born into it. We're born into issues. We experience issues, but do we have to let those issues taint other people? And then just keep like fanning out to crazy stuff here and there where you turn. So I think if you can the devil busy. We need to be busy, spreading the good stuff. So that's how I feel. That's how I feel about life.
Yeah,
And you can have fun doing it.
Yeah. So we gonna have our former co-host at 7:15. We're gonna get a time. We're gonna let it marinate. We're gonna get a little time to get her mind right. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't worried about her. She got her stuff
I know
together.
she got it together, man. She got man. This
She
young lady.
do.
It ain't too much she don't know about. What's going on? Georgia Rays, K and K. What's up, girl? You gonna change your name? You keep changing your name on me. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get her on the show too, man. See, this is a fine woman right here, man. What's up, girl? What's going on? Y'all do us one favor. We ask y'all do us one favor, and that's to share this live, man. Share this live to a group or a friend or something like that, man. We got a great guest coming on today. Kiersten Rush-Simmons, may I add. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say Kiersten Rush. I guess her husband say you better put my name in it. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
You better be proud of my dad, and I ain't, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she'll be on in a few minutes. We got what you want? Small talk with my son.
We can talk about the latest stuff that's going on right off the top. Like,
did you hear about Beyonce? They stole Beyonce laptop, not Beyonce laptop, but her
some of her unreleased work in devices that were stolen.
Yeah, some unreleased songs. And I just don't buy it. You know
me either. A part of me, when the guy was talking, it didn't sound. I did not hear authentic truth. I felt like he was just stumbling a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know why. And I just don't see how she would. What's up, Nigel Perkins? What's going on, my brother?
Yeah, it was
Nigel Perkins in the building.
I felt someone right about it.
I just don't think somebody like Beyonce would give unreleased songs to a choreographer. That's the dancing person. He ain't got nothing to do with music. I mean, now I see it was her. Now I see it was her manager a producer, something like that, got unreleased song. But I'm trying to see, why would a choreographer have unreleased songs?
Well, I would think maybe because a choreographer has to work with the singers to, create the dance moves in the style for whatever songs they'll be performing, even if it isn't released. So I could kind of see them having access to it, but something about the story didn't sound right. I heard it in his voice. It sounded shaky.
And you leave it in the trunk.
That's what I'm saying.
In the trunk.
Something don't sound right.
It's like me leaving I got $1 million I got $1 million in a suitcase, and I leave it in the trunk to go somewhere. Hey, why I go that going with me? I don't care.
It would. Yeah, I mean, I get it. They may have to travel with some of this stuff. The devices itself, you can't help what's on it, but at the same time, you got to look at guarding your things. Like wherever you stand, they have safes. You know what I'm saying? You can lock up things in your safe. I don't know. I mean, it just, regardless of whatever I know or don't know, it sounded fishy. He didn't sound right.
Yeah,
I detected something in his voice that didn't sound right.
I think it's a publicity. I think it's gonna be the publicity stunt. And some of those songs gonna get leaked out. And they're gonna say the person stole these songs, and it leaked out. Now everybody gonna go rush and hear what the song is. You know what I'm saying? So
it could be.
I think that's what it is. It's a good stunt. I think it's a good stunt. It's a good publicity. Not that she needed, but you know what I'm saying. They always but artists always trying to create ways to put their music out. Do something different. They always trying to create a new way to release their music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this could be a way she gonna put out a couple of songs unreleased, say these are the songs stolen. So now everybody and their mama want to know what songs were stolen. So I'm saying, I'm curious to know what's on them songs.
Well,
and I'm not one to do. But she released her album, I'm not one to go listen to it immediately.
Yeah. Well, I think she has a huge fan base where she wouldn't have to pull a stunt like that. But you never know. You never know.
Yes,
So
Georgia Ray says she have new music coming. Yeah, she got new music coming, but in order to reach the casual listener, you know what I'm saying, you got to create different ways. Like, you know what I'm saying, how can I get the casual listener to listen to my music? So maybe if I feel like if it's worth being stolen, I got to hear this song. Somebody stole it.
well, people steal music all the time. They just
they
do.
still they
do.
copy music. They don't steal it.
No.
Like this is stealing.
I've known
If
some.
anybody know you come to Atlanta, you park in one of these garage, you got
Oh well, yeah.
you got
it's
a 70. I'm gonna say at least a 50%
Yeah.
chance your car gonna get broke in.
yeah.
Especially everybody know they going to a concert.
And how do we know it wasn't sold? You know, sometimes people get money for giving up stuff, and then they might make up a story. You see what I'm saying?
Bridget Grind, what's up, girl? How you doing, sister?
Hey, Bridget.
Y'all share this live, man. Y'all share this live with a friend, man. We got a good guest coming up shortly. Kiersten Rush, man. She is a life coach in a what?
She's a lot of things.
She's a lot of things.
She is.
And
She does a lot.
I ain't never asked her how old she is. I'm pretty sure she ain't 30. She can't be 30 years old yet.
Well, ask her.
I don't think she's 30 years old.
Women don't
yet.
mind
She's
telling their age sometimes.
She's a life coach and anger management specialist.
Mm-hmm. And some other things, which we'll get into.
Some other
She's
things.
a lot of things.
Life coach.
She comes off as a very natural, all about the good stuff, how to be better. I like the energy she puts out. So, you know, she's peaceful. That's what I read about.
Yeah,
her.
she's a very peaceful woman. And so we
Yeah.
wait for her to, you know. So I heard the education Trump closer to getting rid of education. So that's something we could talk about later.
Yeah.
Later.
Got to get more
later.
information because
I
that's
got to get more
new.
information about that. But I just heard it on news that the Supreme Court got him closer to shutting down the Department of Education.
Some aspects of it.
What that means, I gotta read into that, you know what I'm saying? But why are you looking to tear down the Department of Education? Anyway?
Oh well,
I mean, like
I have my thoughts about that, but we can get more information because you know that's right up my alley, and we'll talk about it later. Yep.
She say, Georgia Ray said, did Bridget Grimes go to Harper High? Yeah, she went to Harper High. She went to Harper High. Bridget Grimes, somebody trying to see who you is, girl. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Bridget Grimes, she went to Harper High School. Yeah, so but anyway, y'all, please share this live. Please share this live. That's all we ask y'all to do. We ain't ask you for y'all cash app yet. We're gonna ask y'all.
Stop.
We can ask y'all for cash app though. So listen, we got a great guest about to come up, y'all. She said that the best class 88 of Harper High. Yeah,
Amen.
right.
Amen.
You're too late.
Whatever.
But anyway, y'all, we have a great guest about to come up. Jen, you wanna read her bio?
Okay, you're gonna have to grab my static machine. My static machine. You got to grab it.
You might can read about mine.
Yes, because you know my mine just brings about lots of crackle and pop.
Yeah, you got mine.
Yours do too.
Yeah, mine do too. So you got your glass?
I don't need them.
You don't need your glass? Okay. And she don't need no glass.
I don't need my spectacles. I can see.
So we got a guest. Our guest coming up is Kiersten Rush, a life coach and anger management specialist. She do a lot of more stuff too, y'all. So, but I don't know. The girl is a fashion guru. I mean, I'm like, how is she homeschooled? I'm like, how you doing all this, man? Come on, man. You know
hey, but listen, I'm gonna tell you, when you have support, you can do a lot of things.
You know, I'm just joking, but we gonna ask her now. You know what I'm
yes.
saying? I want to know how she's juggling all this stuff she do.
Oh, for sure.
Is she's a advocate for motherhood?
I love that. I love
she's
it.
She's an advocate for parenting. I'm like, what does that entail?
She does a lot. So let me read this so everybody can know the exacts. All right. So let me just start at the beginning. So Kiersten Rush-Simmons, that's her name. She's an Atlanta native that is here to assist with the healing and growth of our community. She is currently married with 6 children. Becoming a mother over 15 years ago catapulted her into a soulful quest that is now deeper than she has ever imagined and led to her becoming a breastfeeding and NICU doula and a devoted constructive parenting advocate. In 2022, Kiersten became a certified master life coach and anger management specialist while being pregnant with her last child, and that was a very deep healing experience for her. One of the most important things that she realized that during this experience was that a deep level of self-love was the most important attribute that one could attain because as her self-love enhanced, so did her sense of purpose and her connection with the source that a lot of people know as God. She is a former natural hairstylist and co host of our show, The Overflow Show. While she is passionate about many things, she is now assisting others with cultivating deep self love and reconnecting with their souls. All right, there.
That's
A lot, and it's a lot of good stuff. That's a lot of good stuff. All right.
So listen, y'all, without further ado, we bring to the show Mrs. Kiersten Rush-Simmons. Give it up.
Thank y'all.
What's up, Miss Simmons? Rush-Simmons, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
We're doing great.
good.
We're doing great. We're doing
Happy
great.
to have you in this state like this.
Yeah, we can
Highlighted.
how I feel being on the other side of the mirror. You know what I'm saying? Man,
You know what? It's so surreal because this was actually on my goal list, to be featured on podcasts. And to be featured on the podcast that I was once the co-host of. It's amazing.
So we the first one to interview you.
Right. Yeah.
Oh man, that's what's up.
All right. All right. Well, we're honored for sure.
Yeah, we are on. And I'm gonna say this about you. I'm proud of you. I feel like a dad. It's a dad moment, you know what I'm saying? An uncle at least, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was a proud uncle moment, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know you was into what you was into. I didn't know you was doing that. I didn't know you was a life coach, anger management specialist. I said, what she find time to do already?
Right.
So
I love it. I love it.
So we're happy to interview you, give you your first interview. So
yes.
We're gonna let you start off saying what you need to say, how people can get in touch with you, get your services. We're gonna start off right there. So you got the flow right now.
Okay. Hello everybody. I am Kiersten. Y'all did an amazing job with bringing me on and introducing me. So right now, currently, I am working with an organization called PIC, which is Partners in Change. I haven't started taking on any more personal clients yet, because I'm kind of very busy for right now. But if you're looking for they also offer life coaches free of charge. Like, it's free of charge, it's volunteer based. They partner you. How it works is you sign up for the program and they partner you with they ask your question, it's a questionnaire, and they partner you with coaches that way. I am actually currently have a life coach as well that I've been working with for over 2 years, because I don't believe in being an expert or knowing something that I'm not practicing myself. So that is the way to find me now. You can also, I have a lot of content that I need to release because I have recorded a lot of videos on my laptop that I will be posting on my YouTube channel, because I am working on building my YouTube channel up, and that is Kiersten the Eccentric. It's the same as my Instagram. And that's where you can find me for the life coaching portion. But I do a lot of things. So
Okay.
that's what that is.
Wow. I just see so much. Like, I remember when I first met you, it was during one of the shows and I was on.
Mhm.
And I just remember I read you and I was like, this woman is just chock full of good energy. And I can tell you're a natural type. like you're about the organic, the natural things, the good stuff that just make the world better. I felt that when I first met you. Yeah.
Yes, I am. And it's been a journey. I love all things holistic. I'm doing,
Mm-hmm. Yep. I love
I'm
that.
doing my best. Like I'm actually I've been wanting to start a garden for so long, y'all. I've actually just built up the courage to, get that process rolling. Like I got seeds and stuff I've been saving from like all my fruits and vegetables, and
Okay.
so I like I'm just doing a lot right
Fruits and
now.
vegetables you ate already?
Huh?
You about the fruits you've been eating already?
Uh-huh.
Can you save fruits and vegetables seeds and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Mhm.
I wash them
Oh, I
off
thought
and
you,
dry them
no,
out, bag
You
them
can
up.
use them. You
I
can
thought
use
you didn't have
them.
to use them. I thought you had to plant them when you get them out the fruit. You know what I'm
No.
saying?
No.
I wash them off, and what I do, I have a process. Like I done clean them off and dry them out. I dry them. I lay them out on a napkin or a newspaper, like whatever I have at the moment to dry them out, and then I bag them up, seal them, make sure they don't get mold. Like, cause if you just get them and then try to save them, they will get moldy.
Right.
Cause
Right.
my children tried to do that one time. But yeah, it's a process I have. But yeah, I
Okay,
am.
No, I want to ask her the first question.
go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah. I ain't gonna... Go ahead, G.
Okay. So
Go ahead.
it's kind of like obvious, but what actually is a life coach and like what led you to become one?
Okay, so a life coach is just like a sports coach is for sports. We just basically um help you set goals, come up with a plan to meet those goals, and we're just there for support, and also like an accountability partner. And also if you need like any resources, and we have resources and things like that, we share those with you. I've actually, like, during my training, which was over the course of 9 months, um we it was very rigorous. We actually had to life coach ourselves and life coach each other. So the class that I came up with, I went through it's a program called TLC, which is the Transcendent Life Coaching Institute. They are always accepting people as well. It's based here in Atlanta. But they have classes in Decatur, Georgia, at their building. And the classes are held on the weekend. Well, the classes I used to go to was every weekend, every second and fourth weekend of the month. But we basically just talk to you about like problems. So it's like I wouldn't say an uncertified therapist, because we're not therapists, because we cannot diagnose you and
Right.
prescribe medication or whatever. But we do help you, talk with you about your problems and things like that, and help you set goals to reach them, and different other things. Like also each life coach may have their own separate processes and things that they go through. Like I'm creating with the work that I'm doing now. I'm testing the thing out that I'm doing I'm really excited about. So yeah.
So I got one more question before he asks you something.
No, go ahead.
For me, life coaching sounds similar to counseling. What's the difference? Like, what would you say is the difference between someone having a life coach and someone having a counselor?
So the difference is basically the certification. Like counselors are more like psychology based,
Gotcha.
which some life coaches are also do have psychology degrees.
Okay.
I used to always call myself I'm a self-proclaimed mental health specialist
Hey,
because
I
I
get
have been working on my mental health for so many years. And even my um life coach trainer, like she had been trying to get me to go through the program ever since 2019, since she first started it.
okay.
And I didn't feel like I was ready then because of what was going on in my life. But I always knew like I wanted to help people,
Mhm.
and guide people because of the things I've experienced. And I'm very solution oriented. Like if you know me, you know that okay, if there's a problem, I'm already thinking about the many different solutions. So it has always been a passion of mine. And honestly, I went through the program specifically for the anger management part of it because I had been having a difficult time with my anger, and not only just with my anger but helping my children, like assisting my children with techniques and things to deal with anger. So that was the main thing. But when I got in there, it felt so natural, and it was so emotional. And two, I
Mm.
was pregnant, y'all. Let me tell you, that whole
Wow.
process was so it was very deeply spiritual for me. And I know that like I healed the aspect of myself generationally, even down to like the dates I started and ended my classes. It was like the whole experience was deeply spiritual. But yeah, to answer your question,
Yeah. Yeah.
counselors have more psychology background and focus
Mhm.
more on mental, where life coaches focus on like all aspects of your life, not just mental but physical, spiritual. There's some that do business, like some life coaches have niches, which is a
Okay.
specific area that they focus on.
And you know what's so interesting? When as you were speaking, I had a question for you that I was going to ask, and you already answered it. I was going to ask you, how does one become an anger management specialist? And then what brought you to that? Was it your experience with others that you were around that were struggling with anger, or was that a personal struggle that you had? And
Mhm.
I was curious to know. And so that you answer my question.
Yes, yes.
Wow.
It was
And that
definitely
probably makes you the
personal.
best at it, because when you've experienced it yourself, you can better understand somebody
Yeah.
who has
Right.
it.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
like kind of like when we had Milton on. He was a drug addict. Now he's
Hmm.
helping people. You know what I'm saying, with their addiction, because he been through the process. You know what I'm
Right.
Right.
saying, and
Right.
it's hard for people. It's hard for people to listen to somebody who ain't been through nothing. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So
Exactly. Exactly.
you ain't been forced in the fire. How you gonna
Right.
try to
Right.
teach me? You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
yeah, so I guess that's it right there.
Thank
So
you for sharing that, because I wanted to ask. I wanted to know, um like what brought you to that. So thank
Girl,
you.
thank you. We here. Look, we
Of
here.
course, I know, I know. I told him that. I said, "I feel this girl."
so the next question is: can you describe your coaching philosophy? When it comes to helping clients, like you talking about something you working on, a different style or something like that. So what
Hmm.
is your coaching philosophy like? You-
So, my main focus right now is two areas. Is self-love and
Mm,
spirituality. And the reason why is because at first, and two, at first, I was like, I'm not gonna niche, I'm gonna just, do my thing. But I've come to know and understand that a lot of us, especially in
mhm,
our community, most of us,
mhm.
almost every client I've had, struggles with a deep level of self-love.
Yep.
And that's really loving you from your inside out. Like a lot of people love their self vainly, like through
Mhm.
vanity. Like we dress ourselves up on the outside, look
Yep.
good, smell real good, everything. But
Mhm.
on the inside, your feelings and the reason why you do the things you do, you don't really think about it. Or like people act without really knowing why they do the things they do.
Mhm.
So I dive deep into like self-love, your mental, uh spiritual and physical self-love. And I also go into like self-awareness, the idea of your self-worth, self-esteem and self-confidence, which is all tied into one. Also self-care,
Mhm.
and because all of these are different aspects of self-love. That's the first thing. And then the second thing is the spiritual connection, because currently in today's climate, like there are so many people who feel disconnected from God. Like
Mhm.
a lot of people are leaving the church, and just a lot of different things, and the things that they were taught to believe at an early age, like doesn't serve their highest good. It actually is detrimental to them, because a lot of people are blaming themselves and really not happy with themselves, because of they feel like they done sinned so much, or oh, God ain't forgive me for the, like a lot of
Mhm.
different things.
Yeah.
It goes very, very, very deep. And so those are the main aspects, to that I have been focusing on, which is it. And I'm still building, because it's a lot of stuff. Like it's a lot of different things. It really is. And I'm not trying to, I don't like try to force nobody to pick and
Right.
choose. I always lead them to, so how is this
Mhm.
serving you? How is this beneficial to you? And if it's not beneficial to you, you may want to consider something else. Like, I try my best to open people's minds and let them understand how the two can be connected.
Mhm.
And also how it determines like where you are in life and how you are living your life and what's going on in your outlook on life. Like, so I know so many people who are like very religious, whether it be Christian, Islam, or whatever, but their faith is so low. Like, I'm
Mm.
like, where is your faith?
Mm.
Where is your faith? Like, they really be really scared about problems and things. I'm like, where's your faith? You're supposed to have a
Mhm.
deep level of faith. Like, let's build. How can we build up your faith? Like, and take steps towards that. But that's the main thing. And then too, like, if you don't love yourself, if you can't love nobody else if you don't
That's
love
right.
yourself first. And
Amen.
also, when you love yourself, you teach others how to love you. So
Mhm.
we'll see the upliftment of our community when
Wow.
these two things are
I
at a
promise you today, unplanned, I had a conversation with someone who is struggling with self-love,
right.
and same conversation. So I get it. And that kind of leads me to ask you this. Do you feel like there's a rise of people that lacks having self-love, and why do you think it's such a big issue today?
Great question. I do, especially because social media is so prevalent. And
Mhm.
the reason being is because a lot of people are comparing themselves to others. You have this comparison thing.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to like these physical things.
Mhm.
Things don't make you who you are, because there are a lot of people with money who are still struggling with self-love. Like, they
Mhm.
just put on the image and they're still like in deep depression, stressed out, not even fully happy with who they are and where they are. And oftentimes are living out someone else's dream. I
Mhm.
feel like the media has done a great job
Mhm.
at,
For sure.
playing a great role in that as
Mhm.
well.
Mhm.
But we all, no matter how old you are, you have the power to turn that around. It's never too late to love yourself.
Right.
Um, and loving yourself is the most powerful thing that you can do, the most powerful. And when I mean yourself, I mean like all aspects of yourself.
Mhm.
Like, even in, because once you start to love and accept yourself, because self-acceptance is a part of that as well,
Right.
you can start to change the parts that you don't like, because there is some things about us we may not like. But fully accepting that and loving yourself through that is what's going to help you build up that self-esteem and confidence
Mhm.
in that aspect to change that thing. So yeah, we it's definitely interesting state right now, especially like
Yeah.
our community. I'm
Oh
really
yeah. Oh
really
yeah.
focused on our community because we
Right.
need it. We need it way more than
Absolutely.
everything
Because
else.
we're always in this place of whether we realize it or not, spiritually innately trying to prove that we're valuable. We're trying to prove that
Mhm.
we're important. So it's like, look at me, look at me. Hey, I'm over here. We want a lot of attention,
Right.
and and it's it's because we're broken. Like we're spiritually broken. And
Yeah.
so it's playing out, social media is aiding in that like a lot. Yeah.
Yep. And how you choose to use social media. Like,
Absolutely. Because it's
so
a good platform
mhm.
express
And
and
that's the issue, and that's what I say. We blame social media a lot, but like we was talking about, me and James was talking about music, like why people support negative music more
yeah.
than positive. Why the industry put out more negative music than positive music? I say because the industry looking at what people supporting the most.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Oh,
what
that's a big role in it too. Oh, I didn't mean to cut you off. I forgot about music.
I'm saying?
I forgot about music, but yes, because and the reason being is because music, um, you when you listen to music, it affects every part of your brain. You are
Mhm.
being subconsciously programmed every song you listen to, and most people don't understand the power of that. You could
Mhm.
be having thoughts that's not even your own because of a song that you listen to.
Right.
And that's very important. Like what you choose to listen to. Music is very, very, very powerful.
It sure
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Absolutely.
And
It
the
is.
frequency, like it that's a whole nother
I
conversation.
know. I know. Yeah. It shapes your whole thinking. Sometimes it can make you make decisions like, what did
Mhm.
I just do? I was listening to that song and I got influenced. And you just, it's another conversation.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. The next question is: generally, when do a person need a life coach? Like, you know, when do you think a person need a life coach?
So, that's a great question. Uh, you will probably need a life coach. If you if you have difficulty finding solutions to problems. Also if you are in like a major transition in life, um, or like any difficult time, um, that's a good time to get a life coach. Also, like if you just if you just also want to have someone to help hold you accountable,
Mm.
because oftentimes you get assignments like in life coaching, you get assignments to help you advance. So if you need a accountability partner, and sometimes, like, if you don't want to go to therapy and you just really need someone to talk to, a
Mhm.
lot of people get life coach for that reason. They don't want to go to therapy because they don't want to feel like they're crazy. I don't know why people, think they're going to therapy.
Yeah, like
Well, why our
it
people,
ain't that serious. You know what I'm saying?
right?
When you get a, they call them a shrink. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
So they
yeah,
call them, so if people thinking, oh, you're going to see a therapist,
Yeah.
then something must be wrong with you.
Right.
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's the ideal what people how they perceive it. But I believe in counseling.
I do
I,
too,
I
because
believe in it. I do.
there may be some cases where sometimes we do refer you to therapy if you do
Okay.
need,
Okay.
um, if we do see that we can't really assist you and you need more deeper help, we do refer you to therapy or counseling.
Okay.
Mm.
So let me ask you this: what does it look like? What does it look like having a life coach? Is it like a check in, as needed once you initially develop them as your client, or is it a schedule?
So it's both. Initially, if you're a new client, you meet typically once a week.
Okay.
Um if you know you would like to, or bi-weekly. It's ultimately up to the client and what they feel their needs are.
Okay.
When I started with my life coach, I met with her once a week. I have also seen people once a week for like the first 3 months and up to 6 months. I have seen certain people once a week. Then we moved on to every other week. And it's whatever works for you, or what you feel you work, or you can start off like every other week. And if you feel like you need to check in more frequently or talk more frequently, then you can, because a typical life coaching session lasts from like 30 minutes to an hour and 30 minutes. So
Oh, okay.
depending on
The
um
needs.
the needs
Okay.
and the severity of whatever is
Right.
going on.
Right.
So yeah.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
so let me ask you something. During a session, so is it generally the client guiding you, or you guiding the client, or it's like y'all you bouncing, you know, solutions from what they telling you, like they telling you things, and you okay, this is how does it normally go between a life coach and a client? You know,
So yes, it goes with basically the client is leading the session. So you're opening up. We ask you, so how are you feeling? What would you like to talk about today? Discuss. But in the first session is normally just like the introductory, and we talk about, why did you even feel like you needed one, and talk about the goals you would like to set, or what's going on, or even what's going on if you don't have any set goals yet. We talk about, like, where would you want to be in life, or what are you trying to aspire to do. So is basically yeah, the client is leading the session, and we build up off of that and ask a lot of open-ended questions, um, and a lot of note taking. So it's kind of similar to therapy. We just don't diagnose you at all, because we're not we don't know like all the different diagnoses, like ADHD, whatever all these things are, and we cannot prescribe you medicine and things like that. But we definitely take notes, and we're here to listen, um and help you come up with solutions or like hold you accountable, and or give you, or may give assignment based off the goal that you already set. Okay, so what do you feel like you can get done by next session? And if you don't know, then I may suggest something like, okay, so how about you do this A, B, C, and D, or whatever. So we basically just reflect from go up based off what the client is saying. Mhm.
Okay.
if y'all tuning in, y'all, we are joined by our former co-host and still our friend, Kiersten Rush-Simmons, a life coach and anger management specialist. If y'all have any questions, please type your question in the comment section, and we will read the questions to Miss Rush-Simmons. I gotta get used to Miss Rush-Simmons.
No, and I heard you talking about her husband must have
Yeah, your husband must have said, "Girl, you better start using my dad's name." You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
That is
saying?
so funny.
I gave you my dad's name for a reason. You better wear it with pride.
You're right.
So yeah, if y'all got a question for Miss Rush-Simmons, our life coach and anger management specialist, please post it in the comment section. We'll read it to her. You got something?
Yeah, I wanted to ask this question. So while we're waiting to get questions from viewers, who are your typical clients?
So my typical clients are mainly. So my typical client has a 9 to 5, works a job. I have had a lot of clients that I don't want to say this, but I'm gonna say it. They really like their job. They're trying to figure out how to, you know, become an entrepreneur.
Okay.
Most of them are parents, which I use my other training to help a lot of them. Most of them are parents, um, married. Most of them are married. There are few single, few single. Mostly women. I have about 2 men that I work with, but the others have been mostly women, and they're just figuring out. I had, and I also had a client that wasn't a 9 to 5 worker. Well, had like a 9 to 5 job. She was already doing her own thing, but yeah, those are the typical clients that I am currently attracting. And whew, it is it's interesting. It's very interesting. Because women and the age group, let me tell you the age range.
Okay.
So I am 36 years old. I
Okay.
just turned 36 this year.
Okay.
And all of my clients have been older than me.
Okay.
All
Okay.
of them have been older, ages ranging 38 to 50. She 57. About 57, I think my oldest client was.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, so yeah, that's my typical client now. But like I say, that's just who I am currently attracting. I my goal is to start reaching, getting younger people as well.
Okay. Yeah.
But I don't think like at this time younger people are really focused on, some of them are still
Mm.
just, working, trying to figure out things. But I yeah, I am looking forward to like working with younger people and eventually even children as well, especially with the
Okay.
anger management portion.
Okay.
So
And that's needed.
mm-hmm.
That's so needed. And I think that's um great that your thought is towards drawing in like younger people, because it's almost kind of like preventive,
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of us at older ages, we're trying to figure things out later. But if
Right.
you can kind of give guidance early on, then that helps smooth the path a little bit. Like, we're
Yes.
going to still go through things, but it gives them like a head start the younger they are. So I think that's great.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah,
it like will enhance the communities, like,
absolutely. That's the
not
whole
so
point.
much, yeah, not so
Yeah.
much fighting each other and
Right. Right.
killing and everything. But
Right.
yeah, that's yeah, that's
Okay.
what I have right now.
Wow.
Let's see.
Okay, so what are your expectations for your client? If I come in, what do you expect from me?
Well, I expect you to be coachable. Since you came
That
Yeah,
helps.
see what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm coachable. It's just
right.
I've heard about. Let's say I heard about this life coaching thing, and I want to give it a try. And I don't know if I'm
Mhm.
coachable or not. I just want to give it a try. I'm trying to get any kind of help I could get with my life. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Maybe she
coaching
can help me.
being coachable means that you are open to learning and growing and evolving, no matter how uncomfortable it looks or feel.
Mm,
Because sometimes people are very comfortable, and you are the reason why you're stunting your own growth,
mm,
because there are certain things that you have been hesitant to change. Because if you want to reach set goals or some goals that you never reached before, you're going to have to do some things that you have never done. And some people are stuck in their ways. Some, the
yeah.
older people, but it take also too, it take time to build trust. A lot of people don't trust other
That's
people.
true. Very true.
Do
Yep.
not trust other people. So but I'm very good at, building trust with my clients because I am, very down to earth and laid back. And I do oftentimes sometimes share like personal experiences. Like there have been times where I have gotten really deep with a few of my clients. Because it was just that we had that chemistry and it was just I felt the urge to go ahead and, lay some things out. But yeah, you want to I expect you to be coachable, open-minded, honest, truthful. Like we have a bond, but I understand some people are not gonna be honest with people that they don't trust. So that's why it's very important to build that client trust in the first few sessions. And just come with an open mind, and and that's about it. And respect. Respect. It makes this is a professional relationship. Respect, like
That's right.
That's how it is.
Hey, Jen, you got something?
Well,
Y'all post comments, questions in the comment section. If y'all have any questions for Mrs. Rush-Simmons, our life coach and anger management specialist.
I love when you say that.
I had a question. I can't see it. Let me see. I want to make sure I don't miss it because some of them. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You so with all the experience that you have with the clients that you have worked with, do you have a success story? Because it sounds like it's a continuing thing. Because I imagine a person can have a life coach for years, right? Because I've never had a life coach, but I've always been interested in having one, and I've always wondered, like, do you have a success? Like, do a person ever get to a
No, we
point
don't.
where
We don't
there's
want you to. We
success
don't want you to
story?
name drop or nothing like that.
Right,
Well,
you
yeah,
know.
no, I wouldn't do that.
We
Yeah,
appreciate
I wouldn't do
it.
that. I wouldn't do that.
Right.
Yeah,
Like, is there a defining story? Because I feel like a person can have a life coach for a long time, like for years. I feel that, because of the accountability piece, other factors. But have you had like a success story where it's just we did it and they're in a good place?
Yes, I
Okay.
do. So, one of my clients, was just, actually in a space that I am very familiar with, because I heard you all saying, how do you juggle it all? I just do my best to harmonize everything and keep a schedule and, put my kids. So I work everything around my children. And so my client was she she works a job. Also was a single mother. Well, not really single mother, but the main parent, her and the father went together because when I hear single mother, I think that the father is nowhere around. The father was helping take care of the children as well, but she actually was able to replace her job with her business. What was her side hustle, but became her business. She's full on entrepreneur now, and now she has a schedule to where she's able to be more present for her children. That was a main thing, and I'm so happy for her. We actually turned friends after being, having the life coach client relationship, because she inspires me, like, to see how she drastically increased her income just by sticking to her goals,
Mhm.
over what was that? 10 months. 10 months we worked. 10 and a half month period working together. But she came in ready though. She was adamant. She already had her business and everything, but she like that job was weighing her, and she did it. Like, she replaced her income, her job. She, within the first 4 months of us working together, she made her job income through her business. And
That's
I was like,
impressive.
what?
Yeah, that's impressive.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, like,
Wow.
happy for her. So that story right there, like, really inspired me, which is definitely why, we stay connected, and we, hit it off very well. But yeah, that's the main success story that I love.
So you popped your collar on that one, didn't you? Wait, so I did that. I helped did that. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
That has to be very fulfilling to know,
Yeah.
that like she was able to get to, like, you helped her and she was able to get it to
Right.
the place. And so now she's gonna help somebody else.
Right.
It's just gonna keep going. I like that.
Yeah. And it shocked me, I
Saw it
shocked
happening, like,
myself,
wow.
but I was like, what, girl?
Yes, that's beautiful. That's
Amazing.
the whole point. You want to see the fruit of your contribution, because
Yeah, yeah.
you invested in her life, and now she's in a good place,
Yes.
and she can
Yes.
invest in
He's in
others.
place, just thriving.
Good. I see the light in your face, like, ooh.
Right.
All right.
Okay, we have a question from a viewer, Mrs. Dorothy Hightower. How you doing, Miss Dorothy Hightower? And she wants to know how do the life coach get compensated? She wants to know how you get paid. That's what she going to know.
Oh, so we have when you do your own personal life coach business, you just send your client invoice. So you just send them invoices. You use, what is the payment platform? I have a separate personal one that I use, but you send them an invoice. You we write up contracts when we do it personal, one-on-one. But through the organization that I am working with right now, it's just volunteer based. I'm just volunteering to just get my clientele up, and then if after they decide, when we're done with that period, because it's a 1 year period with the PIC community, if you decide you want to continue on, then you come over to my personal my personal my personal organization then. But we just send an invoice. That's how it goes. Write up a contract and send invoice.
Okay.
Do you send it directly to the client or
Yes, directly to the client's email on file.
Okay.
And while we on money, do the client already know what they're gonna be paying? Is there a pay scale or something like that? If I was to hire you, okay, of course you got to talk about the numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yes, we talk about that. We talk about all of that up front. And so when I start, because I'm thinking about probably the end of this year, I may be done with my volunteer because I've been doing it a while now. I will start just taking just the personal clients, but that will be the consultation is what it called. We talk about these things in the consultation. There's a fee paid per session, and you can choose how you want to pay it. You can either pay it per session or per month. So yeah, that's the way it goes. There is a rate, it's a flat rate, and it's
Is it supported? Is it can you like use insurance for that or something? Or is it just it has no?
You can it depends on the insurance. I don't think all insurances pay for life coaching services. They only pay for, some of them only pay for therapy, but there are some. I haven't personally received any, but I have heard from other life coaches that there are certain ones. It's not like a lot of them though, I don't think.
With that, the part that probably gives them maybe that ability to receive insurance, payment through insurance is like maybe the pharmaceutical piece to it. Like if you can refer clients into like
Hmm.
psychologists and stuff where they can diagnose and then give medicine. Is that
Right.
probably a part of the factor why they probably don't support, that type of payments for people who need life coaching?
Yes, yes, because
Okay.
it's not really something that's, what, how do I put it, like needed or required. Oftentimes it's just something that you want.
Gotcha.
It's not like a needed, because on some jobs, if you take a there are things they call mental health breaks, where you
Mm-hmm.
can, be out of work for a
Right.
period of months,
Right.
and they will refer you to a therapist. They will not refer you to a life coach. I
Mm.
hope that changes, but
Right. Yeah.
yeah, because it's not something that is needed because of like how we're certified, and because we're not able to diagnose you
Mm-hmm.
and stuff
And
like that. So yeah.
yeah, that makes sense.
Mhm.
So if y'all tuning in, we here with Kiersten Rush-Simmons, life coach and anger management specialist. If y'all have any more questions, please submit them in the comment section. We will read them to Mrs. Rush-Simmons. Okay,
Right.
I'm gonna ask this
Yeah.
next
So
question.
how do you particularly help your clients stay accountable?
So there is many different ways. It's actually subjective to each client. Um some and like to your interests. Some clients like to we I give you, you may have to read something or like do research on a certain thing, and um we just report back and talk about it the next session, so I know that you actually been doing the work. So and then like there may be times where I will check in or text you and be like, hey, how's your week going? So just to make sure, you know, you're coming along during the week, or see, and that's how sometimes if you're not having a good of not so good week, I'm like, okay, do you want to check in? Do you need, help with anything? Is there any resources you would like you would need from me? Um but I like to check in with my clients and provide you with assignments, and I'll also get feedback from what you would need from me to help you stay accountable. I love to hear what they have to say, and they gives me more ideas and things. But yeah, it's basically, I have a like checklist of things, but I don't usually go by, you know, that verbatim for each client. I like to feel my clients out and do what's best for them, um for what they need at the time, because everybody don't need the same thing. Very different. Very
Okay.
different situations. But yeah, I like to give you assignments, and then check in, text you, or if you need to, you can text me, hey, I didn't really understand, or I need help with something, or we build a relationship. But yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
So I want to lean in a little bit to your anger management specialist role. Do you find that you work that a lot more than maybe anything else?
Whew. I work that a lot in my personal life. Look,
Okay.
let me tell you. Yes, in my
Okay.
personal life. There haven't been many clients I've had to, use my anger management, especially maybe about two or three.
Okay.
Maybe about two or three. Um, there have been clients that I have had a few clients though more that were, very kind and maybe, dealt with people, had like were more like victim,
Okay.
and that's like that's where I started to notice like, okay, self-love is an important role, like,
Yes.
in
Of
those
course.
instances. But yeah, I would say I've been working the anger management portion more so in my own personal life,
Gotcha. Okay.
more than professionally. I would definitely like to get more into it, if like I said, with the children as well, because I
Mm-hmm.
know that
I can see that.
children get angry,
Mm-hmm.
just from experience,
Mm-hmm.
like things that make them angry. Like
Yeah.
my youngest too, Lord, it is. I mean, like, what is going on? But yeah,
They learn
it's
early.
very early,
Wow.
very early, because that 2-year-old get mad. You tell him he can't have something. Oh no,
Mm.
he screamed like anybody who know done heard that scream, and I'm calm down, like inhale, exhale. We do breathing exercises. Like I'm teaching him breathing exercises. It's so
Yeah.
crazy, but they really um pick up on the environment, and I'm, starting teaching him early, and testing things on them. And I feel like meditation and things like that should definitely be implemented in schools. But yeah, that's a whole nother.
That's too much like right. Huh?
That's right.
That's
Right.
too much. That goes against the goal of their goal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It goes against their ultimate goal. You know what I'm saying? They need
Mhm.
workers. They don't need people with strong minds.
I'm telling you.
But that's another show.
You're right. A whole nother. Well, that thing goes so deep, but yeah.
So if y'all watching this, I guess this is the first show that we are actually streaming live on Instagram too. So
Oh,
I don't know if people can
Mhm.
I don't know if people can post comments from Instagram. But if y'all on Instagram watching, y'all can go over to our YouTube page, Overflow the Everyday People Show with RL and Jenny live. If y'all want to post and ask questions to Mrs. Kiersten Rush. So
All right. So since we're kind of talking about the oh, go ahead. You look like you was about to say
no,
something.
I was just gonna ask. So, you have an Overflow Instagram page, or you streaming it live?
I'm streaming it to my Instagram page. I'm
Okay,
streaming
gotcha.
to my personal page, and I see a lot of people tuning in from that page.
Okay,
So
gotcha.
it's more people. I guess because it's a more open platform. So people can just follow you. They ain't got to pretty.
Right.
They just hit follow. Then you ain't got to accept them. See on Facebook, and mostly people I really know,
Right, right.
either co-workers or friend of friends. I know them in some kind of
Yeah.
capacity. So Facebook is really like I don't use that for like anybody page. Anybody
Right.
will follow me. You got to really have some kind of connection with me. But Instagram and TikTok, people you'll never see or meet. They following you and you don't know it. So if y'all follow me, y'all go to our YouTube page. If y'all want to ask questions to Miss Kiersten Rush, our life coach and anger management specialist. Some of y'all out there, y'all know y'all need some anger management now. And some of y'all need some life coaches too. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have to have it like all the way together. Need a life coach. You just probably need somebody to hold you, to keep you in check. You know what I'm saying?
Some
People don't understand.
support. Yeah, it's like a support
Yeah.
Yeah, like
system.
support system.
The everyday person too, and they're like different programs out here where you can get a life coach for free. Some sometimes you don't have to pay. Like they're different, a lot of different programs. Like the one I was just talking about, Partners in Change. That's a good program. So if you want to test it out, you go just sign up over there, and they ask you a few questions, have a little questionnaire, and they match you up with a life coach. So yeah.
I'd rather pay for it because I think you're paying for stuff. They'd be more. I think they'll be more, interested in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, in saying that, I'm trying to say, how do you keep your clients from thinking that this is not just penning for your thoughts? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You want to? How do you make people feel like this is you really into me, or you're not just into my money, my pennies for my thoughts. You know what I'm saying?
Giving feedback, and also like I say, especially since most of my clients have been women, I have, gotten personal. I like to get personal, or, refer or use real life situations, because there's always something that you have been through, and I've been through something similar. And, I like to share like openly without even giving too much away, but to let you know, like, I feel you, because
Yeah.
I don't do it just for the money because I have been doing it for free too. It's definitely something I enjoy doing, and I've actually been doing the free portion, to build on my skills, like to see what works and what doesn't, like, and so also just make sure you listen and, say, okay, this is what I hear you saying. Like, do I understand it right? Like, let them know you really hear them and understand, because most of the time people really just want somebody to talk to, and tell stuff that they probably have not even shared with nobody.
Right.
So
Because they don't feel judged because you're
right, because you really don't know me that personal,
right.
until we really get to know each other. But yeah, it's an open thing, and I can't speak for nobody else, but I'm very trust, worthy.
I get what
People
you're
open
saying.
up to me like
Right.
on the
I get
regular on
it.
the street.
I
So
get it.
I'm
I
like,
get it.
ask my opinion about stuff,
Mhm.
or tell me something about their life, and that's how
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
Because you
Dang.
give off that aura, you give off peace, and so with peace you feel trust, and
Yeah.
I get it. I do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably do you like that
Of
too.
course. It happens to me a lot. But it's a gift, and so I
Mm-hmm.
that's why I get what you're doing. So it's a passion for you, and I think people feel that and they
Yeah.
sense that.
Mm-hmm.
So they understand that you have a mission that's not about the money. You
Right.
really care about what you're doing, which means you care about them.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
I gotcha.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't no way suggesting that you in it for the money. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But I would hate to be in a session over you say, send me your money tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
I think my son told me a story about that. He said he was seeing a therapist,
Mm-hmm.
and he got a text from the therapist. He thought the therapist texting him about some, you know what I'm saying, trying to see how he doing. And
Right.
the text was, you can send the money to this.
Oh wow.
And it just breaks up the relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I would imagine the payment piece and the fees and all that stuff is discussed,
Mm-hmm.
in a way that, we get this done first. This is how it goes. These are the the way
Right.
it goes, and then that way is the expectations are already understood. You don't have to talk about it anymore. You just
Right.
do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically. That's how. Yeah. That's how I am.
Mhm.
I
So
don't.
it's,
You know.
yes. Y'all watching, y'all ask some questions. This is the Everyday People Show. I see y'all. A lot of people tune in, but everybody. I got people just want to soak in information. I gotta stop fussing at people so much. You know what I'm saying? Baby, I need the anger management. You know what I'm saying? I need the anger management.
You definitely be serious about them sports and politics.
You're subtle with your anger.
Let me ask you something. You don't really take clients you really know, do you? Or do you take clients you actually know?
So during my training, I did like all of my clients was who I knew because we had to have so many coaching hours to turn in for the training. But I didn't charge them really. But we definitely got deep with some things. But will I take a client I know? Possibly. I'm not opposed to it. Yeah, I'm not opposed to it. I just maybe if you feel comfortable, possibly, if I feel uncomfortable, yeah, but I probably won't. But I haven't had, that yet. So I'm open to it. I'm open to it because I have had clients that I know. But they always no, one man. My cousin, but yeah. But yeah, it's yeah, I'm open to it.
And I imagine they would have to come to you. I know you don't petition it. I'm sure they will know
Yeah.
in their hearts, I can let her see all of this
Right.
and say, hey, would you be my life coach? They would totally have to be like, okay, like with everything.
And a lot of times it wasn't even like be my life coach. It was like start off about us talking about something that could potentially be a session, and I'd be like, well, are you okay if I take notes and we turn this into a session? And I'm like, yeah, like okay, but yeah, and some have came to me too, but didn't want to do the work, but it's okay. I stayed on it. Like, you ain't do what I asked you to do. Are you serious about this or what?
Right.
Like, so it's yeah. It's
Okay, I hear the babies in the background, so they lead me to this question. So they lead me to this question right here. So
he probably trying to come in here, but
and I wanted to ask you that question. So how do you balance your career and personal life, given that you homeschool? You still do homeschool, right?
Yes.
Typically when
my
people
hat's
are
off
working,
to you.
because typically when people are working, the kids are in school, so
Mm-hmm.
so you can do your job. So how do you balance your career and your personal life?
So I mainly schedule my sessions like in the evening, which works for me and the client anyway. But since most of them work, and during the evening, I have to be to make sure that we have eaten dinner. Like we've already ate. Everybody that ate before I got on this show. Make sure dinner was already done. Everybody that ate. And then they have something to do, either looking at a movie or Royal has shows he likes on YouTube while everybody else is looking at a movie, because some stuff he just don't look at. And when he gets sleepy, which he's probably sleepy. What time? I don't even know what time it is, but he probably sleeping. He's breastfeed, and I make sure I keep my sessions to a certain time. So, and I let them know too. Like before, it's always a talk. Look, don't let Roy come in my room, come to my door. I have to, stay professional. I need this time. I need quietness. But yeah, I'll talk to them and then because like Romeo just came and got them from the door. But I let them know it's definitely communication and making sure that I stay within my schedule. And oftentimes, like I see you be texting me a lot on Facebook, and I don't really check Facebook like that a lot, but I
need to get your personal number. I said we don't even have. We can have a person. Did you get a number?
I didn't.
Oh, I thought Gina had got your number. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna send it to you out here. But yeah, because I be saying, but I'm a very hands-on mother. Like everybody knows that about me, and you know when I'm with the children, I make sure I give them my time and my undivided attention to make sure that I'm there to support them, whatever. But the older two, they really good with their work. They independent workers. Like especially my daughter, my oldest daughter, she get up and do her work with no problem. She just come to ask me like if she need help and things like that, and for me to check her work. But yeah, I just doing my best to.
Well, let me ask you this.
So you are.
Yeah.
I gotta tip my hat to you because I was saying, I don't know how is she a life coach or anger management specialist? What you call the
doula, where you help with you did do the breastfeeding and helping
parenting
mothers.
advocate and home training. And your wife, I'm like,
right?
Is it safe? and look, and I know life happens. We have things that come up, stuff that we have no control over. But is it safe to say that you plan things and you try to have a schedule so that you can keep some sanity around life happening? Does it have a plan for your day?
Yes.
Yeah.
And also like, you know, because y'all know I had the recent death, and you know, my clients was, you know, very understanding about that. And you know, if things that do happen like that, I make sure that I communicate that, especially, you know, on the business level, because sometimes I do have to take time, even like during that time I definitely had to take time because things happen, you know, just so fast, and it was very it was a life-changing moment. But yeah, I do my best to plan and keep pushing, just stay focused on my goals, and to work with my life coach and mentor, which like she's more of a mentor now. But yeah, so make sure I stay working with her to make, you know, have somebody to help hold me accountable as well. So because I am working towards a lot. But I that's my nature. I like doing a lot of things at one time. It keeps life interesting. And
I get it.
And you have a proud mother too. She says, "Hello, family. That's my beautiful, talented, inspirational daughter. So proud of her."
Hey, mama, she downstairs.
All right.
She said you are an awesome mother.
Yes, I love my mom. She awesome too. She help out with the kids a lot. Like she downstairs now. She help out with the kids too. So yeah.
Wow.
Yes, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for my village. Like I need, so this weekend gonna be me time, me and my husband, because these children getting dropped off on Friday.
All right now.
like they are going to their auntie house, and you know, I just need that break because I do spend like 90% of my time with them, you know. But sometimes, you know, I take breaks or whatever. But I take pride in being a present mother, like very present. And I pray they just appreciate all the work I'm putting in, you know, as they continue to grow older.
Well, they will. I appreciate it.
Yes.
I appreciate it. I think that's how it was. How you doing is the way it was designed.
Yes,
you know, it was designed to do.
I'm with that.
To be that way. I think you're a role model. You know, you're light years ahead of your time.
Sure,
and I was saying to Jen,
yeah, he wanted to know. He was like,
"You don't ask no woman her age."
I did not say that. No, I think that for your age, like it's possible to be as wise as you are at your age and actually like, putting it out there to, teach and train, because you have your own children who are learning from you, and then you're helping other people. And
Right.
so that's the way it's supposed to be. You don't have to be older than you to make a difference. You can be young. I tell people all the time, sometimes teachers learn from their students. We think, the age is a factor. Not necessarily. Some people are wise earlier on. And that wisdom sometimes comes early from your experiences. And then you learn from watching other people too. It's not hard to look at something and say that don't work without going through it. You see what I'm saying?
You're
So
right.
you put it all together, what you see other people go through, and then not judging them, but you just see what works and what doesn't work, and then you pull from your own experiences, and you just a young person with all this stuff to give, like, and I love it because
True.
that's what we need. Like we need that so much. Like we
Yes,
need that.
thank
Yeah, and
you. I
that's
appreciate that.
when I don't think I've been knowing her family for a long time. But
Right.
I don't think we met that way. But I met her. I have seen her before. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we met through her family. I think I met her on YouTube or on Facebook or something. And I say because I was looking for a younger voice to mix in with the
Yeah,
old
for the
age.
show.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it turns out she more. I need to get a younger person who really knows.
Yes.
Mhm.
Your
And you know what?
energy
Sometimes
screams like loudly. Like, yeah. I can
I
see
know
that.
your son. Me and your son went to school together.
Which one?
Robert.
Oh, Junior.
Oh,
Oh, okay,
Mhm.
okay. All right.
Yeah. We went to,
Wow.
I think we went to Usher, and did he go to Washington
He
too?
went to Washington.
Yeah.
He graduated from Washington.
Yeah, that's where I know
Uh-huh.
him from too.
Oh, you graduated from? You went to Washington?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you should have went to Harper High. You know.
You know. Oh yeah, I hope my family is full of Harper High.
Yeah, you should have followed right behind me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how they messed that up. Then you go to Washington High. Tanya.
Right. Well, yeah, it's very interesting how we connected. But yes, going back to your point, Jenny, I actually made a video about that on my YouTube channel about how we can learn from younger people, specifically our children. I was making a video about our role as parents, what I feel like our role is as parents, and I talked about how our children are here to teach us, because like everything for me, everything is so spiritual. I've had a lot of spiritual and miraculous experiences, and which I'm going to share more. I also shared about my birth story. It's a lot, but yeah, I talked about how our children are here to teach us, and how I didn't even feel like I knew that I had an anger problem when my child told me, you get mad, was telling me. I'm like, dang, and I stopped and listened to them, like, and it was not even like, I'm just beating you, but just yelling at you, yelling, and the frustration and the anger behind yelling, so
Right.
yeah, that's very important. Like my children has taught me so much, and not even just my children. I have my nephew, Kamara, which I say he's like my child too. Is my younger sister's oldest son, but they teach me so much. I learned so much just from listening to them, and all my nieces and nephews, they are very open with me because they know that, like, I'm not very judgmental, and I open up.
You're safe space. You're a safe space.
Right. If you do this, these might be the consequences, or make sure you know what you're doing, or try to do it this way, because I done did that before, and this how it turned out. So it is very, and that's what inspired me to set a goal to pour back into the youth, because it's important. Like, and they need people that can talk to, safe spaces. Right. So.
And it's good that they have a big cousin or aunties and like you they can go to, somebody who really genuinely care about them, their well-being, other than going to somebody who they think is a friend,
Right.
who's going
Right.
to tell them what they might want to hear.
Yes.
You know, yeah, you do it this way. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about them. They don't know what they're talking. You know what I'm saying? But you coming from a genuine space, you know what I'm saying, of love. You know, that I think that's important. I think, you know, a lot of kids need that,
Mm-hmm.
you know, today. You know,
Yeah.
if they had, then I think we'd be in a better place.
Yep, I agree.
But most kids are relying on what they relying on each other. They don't.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
they don't-
And they offering each other all kind of advice on their level
Mhm.
of not understanding, and it can get crazy.
And let alone get advice from TikTok, because
Right. Right.
children on TikTok, I'm like, what is that? That is no.
Right.
So for someone watching now who struggle with their temper, what one immediate action, and why would you have them take that action to start to gain control?
Oh, deep breathing. Practice deep breathing. Inhaling and exhaling. Because when you stop to breathe, you automatically calm your nervous system down. Like this is so important. Our breath and its access. You have access to your breath at all moments. Like when and this is something I do. When you feel yourself in the height of anger, inhale, hold it, exhale. That one breath right there just calms you down. And you do that about 5, 6, 10 more times, you know, you've immediately calm your system all the way down, and you're able to think clear.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things that happen in our community is because of anger and
Mm-hmm.
reaction without thinking.
Right.
When you immediately calm yourself down, you're able to respond without that reaction.
Right.
So that's the best, quickest, and easiest thing that came first to my mind is practice deep breathing.
That's
Like when you
awesome.
feel it. And I'm very self-aware. When I can feel myself being angry, I can feel the blood, like I can feel everything rising. And that also affects your health. But
Of
when you
course.
get your breath back into center, it calms you down real quickly.
That's awesome advice because it's simple, and it, like you said, it gives you time to think. Because the stuff that we do see on the news, and maybe people we know personally, that reaction, sometimes people really honestly don't want to do what they do. They
Right.
feel that way at the moment, and then after they've done whatever it is, they're like, "Oh my God, what did I just do?" And
Right.
that breathing, like you say, is a simple, um, but very just necessary step to just keep a person from not thinking. Because all of the stuff we see, a person cannot think this is okay to do. They
Right.
can't think that until after it's over, but then it's too late at that point. So
Mhm.
that's some good advice, because I think we all have levels of anger, and it don't necessarily mean we're going to do something bad. We may say something wrong to somebody.
Right.
There's stuff words we can't take back.
Not at all.
So that's some good advice. I appreciate that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
tell
and
me,
it works.
that's
The
great.
more you practice it, the easier it become, and then the more aware you start to become of yourself when you are angry. The more aware you start to become of your triggers, like the things
Mm,
that trigger you and make you angry,
mm.
and then that's where the deep work starts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Them triggers, boy. Because it be stuff that you done experienced in childhood that you still reacting to as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Absolutely. Yeah.
yeah.
That's for sure. Because it's all stored in your subconscious mind, and we're always trying to protect ourselves from feeling that way again. So if it even looks like it, we're like, danger, it starts blinking in your mind, danger. And this is how I need to protect myself. And we don't realize that we can do something about it. So people who work in the things that you do, it does help, and we do need it in our community. So I really I'm really glad to see somebody actively that I can say I know now that is contributing, because we need people like you that likes what they do and really have a mission that's geared towards making the community better, because we all are affected by the things people do.
Mhm.
We think we're not, but we are. reflect about it.
Mhm.
Can I ask you something? Is there such thing as a couple's life coach, or is it generally just a one-on-one with a person, or is it separate? Like, you know, it's not a couple type thing. You know, like couples therapy or something like that. Did she freeze?
Her
She,
screen froze
her
up a little
screen
bit.
froze up. Her screen.
Yeah, let's see.
No, her screen froze up. So
Well, let's see. Can you hear us still? Because sometimes it'll freeze up. Okay, so we can't hear her either.
look like she froze up, y'all. You know what I'm saying? She got scared of that question right there.
So
We're gonna give her a little time. We're gonna give her a little time to
she may have to
yeah,
reset her.
reset her live. So Kiersten, if you're listening, just go out and come back in. Yeah, so this is a good conversation right here, man.
Yeah.
She's a very inquisitive young lady, man.
Yeah, she's bringing a lot in, and she can sow the seed like for her children to be an influence, in this world where it's like everybody's an influencer.
Yeah,
We are influencers. I don't care if you have a platform on social media or not. Everybody that's breathing and living is an influencer. So let me say that you can contribute to society if you do good or bad. So what do you want to bring, good or bad? We have the ability to help make our community better as we get better. Because it's the thing, people who are working to help the community and to help those around us and our families, we're not trying to come off, or people who are working towards that are not trying to come off like that they don't have issues or we don't have issues. We all do. But judging from how she was speaking, as she's getting better, she's helping people. But sometimes if you think about it, if you live to be 80 years old, you're still learning, right? So you can't wait till you get to the last leg of your life to try to start helping. You can help people right where you are. So for her being 36, if she's taking what she's learned so far and putting back out, to the community, then she's doing the work early on. She's not waiting until she's like older. The time is now. Whatever you gone through up to now, if you're able, give back. It could be in whatever form that God puts in your being to help through whatever means that you were gifted in. So yeah.
So what do you take out of what she said so far?
I'm thinking, is some of it is simplistic, but at the same time it's deep work. Like I'm taking from it, like just from the anger thing, just stop and breathe. Like we say mean things to people. We, do stuff out of reaction for whatever
And
reason.
That's what I was telling you about the other day. We was watching this show where the guy, he killed the young lady.
Yeah.
And you were saying why people do that, because people don't. It'd be a moment.
Yes.
It'd be a moment where
The
you just
space
need to take a little time
and think. Yeah.
and just think about what you're doing real
Yeah.
quick. You know what I'm saying? Some people
you got to think way. You got to think way ahead, because I've been in some situations, I promise, where something about to happen, and I think 10 years down the line, if I do this right now, reacting to this person, what is this going to do to me and the people around me? Like, what effect is it going to have because of a moment that I was in my feelings, whether they right or wrong, even if it's a feeling that, how dare you say that to me? You have to always remember later comes. So you just,
and people
take that
just
time to think.
Just that little time to just
Yes.
breathe deep 5-6 times.
Yep.
And you save yourself 5-6 years in prison. You know
You
what I'm
better
saying?
say
It
that
be
again.
something that simple, you know what I'm saying? But
Trust
anyway,
me.
y'all, she is back, y'all. We're gonna add her back to the stage.
Oh my
Kiersten,
gosh.
I don't know how we got disconnected. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my internet. I had an issue with the internet.
Oh, okay.
So your question.
Okay.
He was making jokes saying you ran from the question.
No. Oh, so yeah, you was asking, is there couples life coach? I think there are some people who oh, thank you. I'm sorry, I just saw the comment. There are some people who specialize in couple life coaches. Like there are couples, I even know couples that went through the program together, that went through the program, the same one that I went through. There are coaching couples. So yeah, you You have to find them. But yeah,
Okay.
there are many different life coach niches. You know, there's like business coaches. There are even life coaches for other life coaches, like coaches who
Gotcha.
coach coaches. Um,
Gotcha.
there
It's a community,
a
and
lot of different. There are podcast coaches. It's a lot of different.
Yeah.
A lot of different ones. But
You
yeah,
have to be emotionally intelligent. But
yes.
most people don't know what being emotionally intelligent is, though.
Ooh,
You know,
wait.
what I'm saying? And a lot of people, so many people are so. And we got a president who's not emotionally intelligent. So how can you expect regular people to be emotionally intelligent?
and
And
he's leading the country.
he's leading the
And he's
country,
putting that vibe out
and
there.
he's not emotionally intelligent. You know what I'm saying? So how can
That's
we
our
expect?
president.
But I'm just answering what she just said. You have to be emotionally intelligent, like it just come naturally. You know what I'm saying? That's what. Do you help people become emotionally intelligent as a life coach? Can you
You
help
can.
people get to that point?
You definitely can. Because like I just said about anger, not even and anger is just one emotion. People don't know how to react with or just react when they feel frustrated or just envious or
Mhm.
down, guilty. Like, some people just lie for no reason. It's just a lot of stuff. But you do have to learn emotional intelligence. And that comes with maturity.
Yes,
You gotta
it
want
does.
to be emotionally intelligent as well. That's something you have to want to do. Or something, or you might do something like crazy, that will get you jail time or something, and
Mhm.
have to be
Mhm.
emotionally intelligent. So
Yeah.
I hate to see people have to go through things first, then have to learn,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
sometimes that's just how life is. You have
Mhm.
to hit the bottom to learn the lesson.
Right.
But yeah.
But I love it. I love it. This that is it's called anger management because the fact that anger is an emotion that everybody has, and it's not wrong to have it.
Right.
There are things we should be angry about, and
Yeah.
I think when someone like you comes into another person's life, to be supportive in the work that you're doing, it's just what it is to help them learn how to manage it and to use it right because people have to be validated. Sometimes there are things that people should be angry about, and I'm sure you validate them that they're angry. Like it's
Mhm.
okay to be angry about XYZ, but
Mhm.
this is what we're gonna do with the anger. You know?
I do that to my children all the time.
Yeah.
I have my daughter, my youngest daughter. She don't like cleaning up, and she let it know she don't like cleaning up. I don't like cleaning up every time. It's okay, baby.
So how do you deal with that in the modern world? You know, back in the day when we didn't like cleaning up, you know what happened to us. So
It's so crazy.
I'm pretty sure you're not dealing like that. So what are some methods you can use in the modern world with kids who don't like
Yes,
cleaning
that's a
up,
good
as
question.
opposed to how we got dealt with when we didn't like cleaning
Yeah.
up?
Right.
You know,
So number one, you have to be an emotionally intelligent adult to deal with the child.
Yeah.
To even have that level to communicate to your child about that. First, you have to possess these things yourself. Number one.
Mhm.
You have to know how to be and manage your own anger to
Mhm.
show a child how to deal with that anger. And when you start to practice it yourself, you start to give. When I started practicing it myself, I started being able to give my child tips. So I talked to her. The 6-year-old is her. Like, okay, so if you don't like cleaning up, well, how about when you take your things out? How about you put them back immediately when you're done playing with them and not leave a whole mess? Let's take responsibility. I said, Remy, you have to be more responsible if you don't like cleaning up a big mess. Because it's not because she will clean up. She just don't like when it's a whole big mess. And then she goes into these
a
phases.
mess that she made.
Right. Exactly. My point exactly. I'm like, you have to take responsibility for these things, and I just do my best to sit down and find solutions. First, calm her down, because if a child is angry and they all irate and stuff, they're not gonna hear nothing you saying.
Right.
Just
Exactly.
like an adult, like some way
Mhm.
you upset, you don't want to hear what nobody's talking about. They just made
Right.
you mad. So, first we just try to elevate the emotion, and then talk to her, and explain to her in a level. But yeah, I let them know too. When I used to do things like this, I used to get hit in my mouth. We used to get whoopings, like
Yeah, that's how it was back in the day. A
and
lot of us.
my best. Yeah, and I told them, like, I'm doing my best to change my discipline tactics. I don't had a time because I had to jack her up the other day, but yeah, it's a work in progress. Definitely
Absolutely.
a work in progress, because
Absolutely.
I am at the stage now where I do not like whooping my children at all. Like the like not hitting. I don't want it, and it even make me feel bad if I like make a mistake and hit you or pop you. It made
Yeah.
me feel so bad now. So yeah, that's something I'm doing my best to get away with because of the history and everything. And I made a video about that too. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
how you just gotta be. You do have to be emotionally intelligent adult to
Mhm.
deal with your child.
Right.
And each child is different. Um, some children you just have to tell one time. Some children you have to keep telling over and
Mhm.
over and over. So you just have to know your children and like experiment with what works best with each child.
Mhm.
So
Makes sense. Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, because we have a comment that let me see,
yeah,
Yeah.
I
I
pulled it
see.
down. So it says, with kids, you have to know how you want to parent. Honestly, a lot of us parent how we were, and if you didn't like it, you have to make changes. That's what I do now, learning process.
Mhm.
So absolutely,
That is so
yeah,
And
true.
what's up, Ashley? Keyshawn.
yeah, that
What's
is so
up, boo?
true.
Yes, Ashley, that is definitely a very true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And sometimes we don't know until our children tell us, like, I don't like that you yelled at me.
Mm-hmm.
She say yes. They my son don't need whipping, but my daughter need an ass whipping. Now that's a reverse right there.
Right.
Because every child is different,
See,
They
I know, Ashley. You know why your daughter need a whipping?
Mm.
She probably like you were growing up thought she was the ish.
right. Yep. And that's how a lot of time our children are mirroring back to us, like, what we were
Some of
growing
them do, and
up,
some of them
or
don't now.
how they or how we treat them, or something like that. So
And then they're
it's a
different. They're
mirror.
different. Even though they're raised in the same household, they're still different. So
Yeah,
you have to, one child you can put in timeout, another child you got to yank them up. I mean,
right.
it just depends on the child, you know.
It does.
So.
It definitely does. Cause my son, baby, he gonna keep testing. And Latuya,
Okay.
he think it funny. He think it because I used to do a countdown thing with him, but
Mm.
now he count with me in his
Oh my
head like
goodness.
it's funny. So yeah.
He sound like a character. Oh my gosh, he count with you. I ain't
Mhm.
never heard of that. Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Y'all, we are here with Kiersten Rush-Simmons, a life coach and anger management specialist, y'all. And it has been a good session. It's been a good.
It
We've
has
been seem like
been.
we've been in a session ourselves.
It's been very, very like
But
therapeutic.
I got a few more questions though. You ain't off the hook yet. You ain't doing yet.
Okay, let's go.
So let me ask you something. So what would you say sets you apart from
From others.
others in your field? Like I'm looking for a life coach. Why would you be a better choice than another life coach? Like, what are you gonna do different? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay, well, let me start by saying this. I'm not for everybody. I do want to say that. You have to be willing to learn and grow and do the work. which is why I niche down to self-love and um spiritual the spirituality portion. And I only touch on the basis of the spiritual because of how I tied into self-love. Um because what makes me different is I really care. Like I really care about your place in the world. Like I really care about your best self, you becoming your best self. Because the more of us, especially if you got children, like
Mhm.
the
Mhm.
more we learn how to love ourselves, the more we
Mhm.
pass that on to our kids and teach that to our kids. Because no
Mm.
matter what we tell our children, they are watching what we do. And
Absolutely.
when you
Mm.
change your actions and you start to change, you start to see your children change. And I know because I'm seeing it in my own life, you know.
Mm.
And I'm different. I'm very different because I really, really, really care. And I am really focused on you being your best self. Um, and not even, it's not even so much about the money for me as well. Like, it's something I would probably do for free, which I have been, you know, but I'm not sure even if I would, because I don't charge a lot, honestly. But and it's so crazy because I go back and forth with that because of what I offer is so valuable. But at the same time, I definitely genuinely care about helping you, especially expanding your perspective because sometimes we attract things into our lives and then it's like we victimize ourselves when no, all of our challenges are here to help us grow
Mhm.
and become our best self. So I'm very passionate about what I do, and I'm definitely um I'm definitely serious about, you know, doing my part in making help make the world a better place.
Mhm.
So that's what sets me apart.
All right. I love that answer.
Mhm.
Yep.
All right, Jen.
All right. So, at what point do you feel a sense of fulfillment in your life, purpose, and your contributions? Like, at this point, do you feel that? Because you've done a lot of things,
Mhm.
um, but the life coaching it seems to be the core of what you're doing now that you're focusing on the most. So,
Mhm.
would you say that you feel fulfilled in your purpose at this point, more fulfilled in that, and your contribution to um, everyone that's around you?
Um, somewhat. I am. I feel like I need to be. Not I need to be. Let me change that. I feel like that my presence on social media would definitely help more. Me posting more on
Yeah.
social media, like my things because like I record these things and edit them and never post them. I have so much stuff I need to post, and I'm like
No, I get it.
I definitely want to get better at that and start taking that seriously and helping in that way because things spread on social media. People
Of
share
course.
things
Of
without,
course.
you know, even your not like without my knowledge. People
Mhm.
post it, and I don't even know, but you know, I would like to help in more of that way. Like
Gotcha.
I I'm focused on my community now, but my goal is like such a mass perspective, like global, you know. And then
Gotcha.
on YouTube,
Mhm.
you can reach people global. So that's why I've been creating a plan to focus more on YouTube because that way I can reach people like all around the world.
Right.
So
So
yeah.
you are fulfilled in what you're doing. You're just aiming in to reach a larger audience. So that it's beyond the people you can touch and sit in front of,
Right.
but
Yeah.
people that you may never see, but they will still benefit from what you bring.
Yes,
Yeah.
I am very fulfilled, especially in because the life coach is one purpose,
Mhm.
but I mean one part, but
Mhm.
with all the things I have done and all the
Mhm.
things I am continuing to do because I have a few more things I'm working on. Like
Yes.
I'm gonna write a book one day, and start
Mhm.
my own podcast, and
Mhm.
all these other things, which Robert inspired me to do. And I'm like, you know
Aw.
what? Yeah,
See,
you're
look at you. Look
Oh,
at
no, you had it in you
see?
all the while.
you're
It
right.
was
And
always.
you help spark it.
Yeah,
You help to
You're
spark
right.
it, and that's the whole point.
I'm
But
glad I did.
and that is the whole point, which is what you're doing, which is what we are doing. You
Mhm.
plant a seed and you become an inspiration, whether it's the one-on-one or whether somebody see you. And it just because that's the whole point of growth. How can the community be better
Right.
unless we plant the
Yeah,
seed
and help
and
each other.
it
But
just
however far I can take you, I'm willing to take you. You know what I'm saying? You
yeah.
need information how to, what app to use. Just let me know. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And I'm gonna
I
walk you as
will.
far as I can walk you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it just
Because you told me about the
continues.
lights. I got the
Yeah.
lights, and next week I was like,
Yeah.
okay, look. And now,
Yeah.
yeah, because I will be reaching out, ask you about mics and everything, because I am, so.
Oh, yeah, it ain't as hard. It ain't as hard as you think it is.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
just a matter of who willing to tell you the easy part. And the
Exactly.
stuff is so simple. It's like people think it'd be so hard, but it really be easy. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
this all y'all been doing. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Did you see the video I posted with Obama when he was saying like, once you in the room with people, you see they ain't all that.
Right.
They ain't. You know, and I thought that was one of the most important things I ever heard him say. Once you in the
Mhm.
room with people, you find
Yeah.
out they ain't all that.
Yeah,
You know,
that's true. That's a reason why I don't idolize celebrities. Well,
Right.
I was never really like an idolized celebrity, but I have
Yes.
came into contact with a great number of people, and I'm like,
Mhm.
people be they just
Right.
like other people.
We're all the same. We're all the same. And some of it is just exposure, opportunities given that maybe the next person didn't have. And
Right,
at the end of the day is who you are here and what you do
right,
with it.
yes,
So that
that's
sets the person apart.
that's
Yeah.
what matters most.
and
Yeah,
Kiersten, we are so glad to we interviewed you first before you blew up. You know what I'm saying?
You
we
putting
we
it out
we
there.
were able to get you for
yeah,
free. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And that thing me and Jen can talk about, we interviewed them before they made it big. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, and I definitely be back.
Yeah, because we had a young lady on last week. She wrote a book, man. It's a good book too. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So I recommend
Mhm.
that book to anybody.
Okay. I seen a little bit of it, but I had to
Yeah.
click off because
Yeah.
I was in the middle of doing something. But yeah, I
And
seen it.
that's the thing, the inspiration, to see that we're all not in bad places. And I get it. People go through things and they find themselves in bad places. We see it on the news or it circulates through our community. But there are bright spots where there are people who want to help.
Right.
And like the young lady last week and then yourself, like we want to highlight that. So um we can not just talk about the problem, but be a solution, and that's what we're supposed to do because we're still growing. Like we're all going through things as we help other people. And I heard that when you were talking, you're still growing. We all are. We're gonna grow. We can be 100 years old. And we're gonna still grow up until that day.
That's
Unless
one
we
of
just
life.
can't talk no more, and can't hear, and we maybe it just incapacitated.
Mhm.
But as far as like the ability to just sit up, speak, think, you can help
Mhm.
somebody and you're gonna learn all the way up to the end.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter if you're your age or somebody in their 50s, 60s, like we're all in levels and we help as we are helped, we help.
Right.
We because we living in time. We don't have time to wait until we get, this age and start trying to help. We help as we go. I don't care
Right.
if it's just for crumbs. We help as we go.
Yeah.
So I appreciate what you're doing a lot. Like
Oh,
I get you so
yeah.
much. I
Yes.
do. I promise I
Yes.
do.
I love you,
So
Jetty.
Kirsten,
I love you
so
too.
how can people contact you? Other than I got your Instagram account pulled up. So y'all follow Kiersten. She's
Yes.
also into fashion, y'all. So
Oh, yeah.
we haven't even mentioned fashion. So that's
Right.
another. It's just so much stuff she do. Like, how does she find time to do all this stuff? So
Yeah.
this is her Instagram account. Y'all follow her Instagram account. And how can people contact you other than your Instagram account, or do you?
Yes,
What's the process?
you can follow my Instagram account. Also follow me on YouTube, which is the same as this Instagram, Kiersten the Eccentric. Also, if you would like to reach out and email me, I would give you my email. It is Kiersten Rush 12 at gmail.com, which Kiersten, that's KIERSTEN, Rush RUSH, the number 12 1 and 2 at gmail.com. And that's how you can reach me and contact me. And yeah, that's it. And I'm gonna send you my number, Jenny. So
Yes, for sure. This has been amazing. Like, and this our 2 hours went by quick.
Yeah, 2 hours went by quick. You got it's a real good interpersonal interview on it. We got questions we didn't even ask.
Right.
Like, you got questions we didn't even ask. So you know what I'm saying. So, but you did a great job. You know what I'm saying.
Oh, thank you. Because I was a little nervous, but I'm like, what?
Yeah, I know. It's okay. You know what I'm saying.
And that's good. We all should be nervous because guess what? We know
if you ain't nervous, you ain't passionate about it. You
exactly.
ain't for real with it. You know what I'm saying.
Right.
When I tell people, I say every time I go sing, I be nervous.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying.
It's
and you look beautiful. I like your outfit, your hair. You look great.
Thank you. I'm about to probably record this outfit when we get off and yeah, on my style. Oh, also, yeah, if you are interested in my style or whatever, I just post on my style page for fun. It is my eccentric style on my Instagram, which is my MY eccentric, how it's spelled here with the K on the end, ECCENTRIK, and style is TYOE. And I also post a little bit of style content on my YouTube shorts. People really like it over there, so I may start posting more. But yeah, it's interesting. I'm going to definitely start posting more on social media back again, because I used to post a lot, but life, got busy. And now I'm going to.
Well, you got more to bring now. You got more to bring. Yeah.
Way more strategic. Go live, because I used to go live on Facebook all the time. I have a lot of live videos that I may start reposting or post on my YouTube. I'm gonna figure that out. But yeah, I used to go live all the time. Now I'm gonna start back because I got a lot to say about a lot of stuff.
Yeah, go ahead and say it. You'll be surprised people who I'm inspired by.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm inspired by local people saying stuff that you know what I'm saying. Local people who I be having on the show. I mean, I actually follow them and listen. I like that. You know what I'm saying? So keep up the good work. You keep going. You know what I'm saying? God bless you. You are awesome, young lady. Thank you for coming on.
Yes.
Thank y'all for having me. Thank y'all for having me.
But we gonna give you the flow, and we gonna let you say whatever you got to say. How long you want to do? Well, you don't be saying it all night. Then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna be quick.
So yeah, we got part. If we can give you your part and comments, we're gonna give you the flow. You got have at it.
Okay. Thank y'all all for watching. Thank you so much, RL and Jenny, for having me on. Like I stated before, this is such a surreal moment. Just follow me on Instagram and YouTube, and I have a lot of more things coming. A lot of more content that I'm creating, and I will let you all know when I open my personal one-on-one platform. And I just want to remind you to stay encouraged, keep pushing forward. Make sure you're taking care of your mental health, and always remember that you can't love anyone better than you love yourself. Thank y'all so much. Peace. I love y'all.
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Kiersten Rush-Simmons.
Thank y'all.
All right, you're welcome. You know
Welcome.
you're welcome on the show anytime, any place. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
All right.
All
You have a
right.
good night.
All
All
right.
right.
Good night,
Thank you. You
beautiful.
too.
All right.
How do I log off? Hold on. This is new. I'm on my laptop. Okay, I got it. Thank you.
All right. Have a good night.
Right.
Miss Kiersten Rush again, y'all.
Yes.
Well, that's 2 weeks in a row we've been having some great guests on
Yeah.
lately, man.
Last 2 or 3 weeks.
But this is what we
Yeah.
do, y'all. We just bring people on from our own community. We got people right up under our nose.
Yeah.
Doing small things, but in a big way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You just ain't heard them yet. They out there.
Yeah.
So this show right here, this is where we showcase them, man. So if y'all know anybody who wrote a book, who got some vital information in some kind of organization they want to talk about, this is where you do it at, man. We growing.
Mm-hmm.
We growing, and you knowing we growing. You know what I'm saying? So y'all tune in Tuesday, man. Y'all catch us every Tuesday right here. And y'all tell somebody about us. Don't just come on yourself. Share the live, man. Share the live. You know what I'm saying? We love y'all when y'all show up, man, and come in and share the live. You know what I'm saying? What you got to say?
I just want to say, just take all of the good information that you heard and run with it. Because every week we try to make sure we bring something to add to your life to make it better. We, joke around a little bit, have fun, but we really want to invest in you being a better person and how you think and how you feel about yourself and about life. And so on that note,
and in
y'all have a good one.
turn, y'all help us be better people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is really turned into like ministry, really. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This show was originally supposed to be all about talking about celebrity trash talking, like they're doing what everybody else do. You know what I'm saying? But everybody's doing it. You know what I'm saying? But ain't nobody looking out for the people in the community who doing great things. And a lot of people go unnoticed.
Mm-hmm.
We searching Oprah Winfrey. We trying to see what Oprah Winfrey book club. We got a book club right here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you got people doing great things right up under your nose, man.
Right.
And we're here to showcase them, man. Y'all keep up the good work. And if y'all know anybody that might want to be showcased, man, tell them holler at your boy, man. Inbox me or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Get me the information. And we'll bring them on, man. And we'll interview them. We'll put them to the test.
Yeah. I'm glad that we're able to do this for everyone, because we can talk a lot and have fun and talk about the problems in the world, but we want to be a solution.
And listen, there's no one more important on this show than you.
Mm-hmm.
And we give y'all a hand.
Absolutely.
Give y'all a hand clap of praise. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But listen, we appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Y'all could be watching anything at this moment. The All-Star game on. I see some guys tuning in, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But listen, we appreciate y'all, man. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. And guess what? Tell them, Jimmy.
Ain't nothing y'all can do about it.
Nothing y'all can do about it. Peace.
Bye.